been set up for a while. Oh, it's the people on YouTube. What's going on, everybody? My name is CJ, and today I've got a new video for you guys. Sorry, I know it's been a little while, but things have been crazy as far as school and work and all that stuff goes. I have an update for you guys, though, that is new to the channel, but if you've been following me on Instagram, it's been up there for a little while. This is my 2002 Toyota Tundra. I've had this for a year now, and I'm super excited to kind of show it to you guys. I know it's not technically Saturn related, but I thought it would be a good way to kind of relaunch the YouTube channel and kind of get it going again. Without further ado, let's get into it. Like I was saying, this is my 2002 Toyota Tundra. It is a V8 4x4, which makes it rather desirable, and it is also the access cab fitted out in SR5 trim. SR5, basically the base model, but they advertise it on a couple spots on the truck anyway. This is an access cab, which means that you had a regular door, and then you also got a little half door as well. Now, that's all that was available as far as multiple doors in 2002, but later they came out with the double cab, and I believe 2004 is when that came out. So you might be asking yourself, CJ, why did you buy a truck? Like, that makes no sense. You know, you have the little Saturn and stuff. I mean, why? Well, I'll tell you why. The reason is because this truck has a lot of sentimental value to me. This vehicle has been in the family for 18 years, and it's actually got a pretty cool backstory behind it. My grandfather was looking for a new truck in 2006. He was on his way to come and see me in a really cool Dodge Dakota that he had souped up and made, you know, really nice. And a drunk driver hit him. And he has plates in his neck to this day because of it. So he needed a new truck. And my uncle ran a semi-truck, like, car lot. And so he would actually frequent the auctions a lot, and he saw this, and he was like, that would be perfect for him. So he bought this truck at auction in 2006 with 90,000 miles on it. So it went to his yard where he was getting it all detailed and stuff. The previous owner, before my grandfather got it, was a smoker. So he was trying to get all the smoke smell out of it. And actually now you could never tell that, I mean, it was smoked in, which is really nice. But he was getting it all cleaned out, and he accidentally left it unlocked in his lot. And so a couple teenagers decided to come into his lot and take it for a joyride. And thankfully they found it only a couple blocks away. So it has, you know, still a couple like residual scratches here and there from that. But my uncle was mortified because of this. Like, how am I gonna tell my father-in-law that his truck got stolen, right? And so anyway, it all worked out great in the end. My grandfather got it, and like I said, it's been in the family for 18 years. It's been a wonderful truck to my grandfather, and for a year now, it's been fantastic to me as well. I've actually not had it break down or anything on me. It's always been super reliable. I have had to fix a couple things on it, but that's typical with a, what is it? It'd be a 22-year-old vehicle as of now. It's crazy to think that, you know, it's this old and yet it looks this nice. But anyway, so the truck is sitting now at about 147,000 miles, and like I was saying before, it's got the 2UZ FE, which means that I've got at least another 500,000 miles left in it, because these motors and these just never go out. And these were actually stolen out of the Toyota Land Cruiser, and they developed that in the Land Cruiser, and I believe that was out for about 3 years before they put it into the Tundra. And this was actually going to be the Toyota T150, but it already looks enough like a Ford, and they went and did that, so of course they got sued, and that's where the Tundra name came from. Anyway, that's a little overview on the truck at least. So now I kind of wanting to get into the specifics on this particular Tundra. I've had it for a year, so of course I've done a couple things to it over that time, and I can't wait to show you guys that. But first, there is something cool that I wanted to talk about. You may have seen this truck on YouTube, and that is because Shooting Cars actually recorded this truck while at the Saturn show that I ran over in Auburn. So this truck is actually on YouTube now for the second time, which is pretty neat. First time on this channel, but second time on YouTube in general. Before you guys ask, yes, I still have the Saturn. I'm not getting rid of the Saturn. I need it because I drive one way to work 40 minutes. So I need to have something that's a little bit fuel efficient. This thing is not. But that gives me the flexibility. If I want to haul something, I can just take this, or if I need to go somewhere, I've got the Saturn. So anyway, now let's get into kind of the specifics on this particular Tundra. So the first modification that I did was swapping out the radio. That happened in like the first 2 weeks of ownership, because I need to have my connectivity, and this was a great way to do it. It does Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and it will also do Bluetooth streaming as well. So that was a necessity to upgrade, because before it had CD and cassette. Now, I was running a cassette adapter for a little while, but the phone that I have now doesn't have a 3.5 millimeter jack on it. So I can't really do nothing with it at that point. So went to this, and I'm really happy. The next modification that I did was putting in a full sound system. So there is actually no factory sound on this anymore. I went with all kicker stuff, so it's really high quality, and it thumps pretty good now. I've got 8 speakers set up, so 2 tweeters up front, and then I got 4 combination woofers and tweeters, and then 2 subwoofers in the back. And that's all coming up on screen. You should be able to see, you know, some of the speakers and stuff I've done. That is all ran by 2 separate amplifiers. One amplifier is just for the subwoofers, and the other amplifier is for the rest of the system. And it is all controlled via a digital sound processor, or also known as a DSP. Basically, that lets me really fine-tune things that the head unit won't let me do. So I can control like different sound delays, profiles, you know, bass and stuff like that. So that's made all of this really nice because I can tune it. I wasn't all that impressed with the company that I bought it from, but that's a whole separate video. Anyway, so that was the first modification that I did when I bought the truck. Now, the next modification that I did on this truck was suspension. All the suspension has been swapped out with new units. I went with Bilstein 5100s all the way around for shocks, and then a OME 2884 spring on the front, and I went with a lift block in the back. I might change that out. It's just a little 1-inch spacer, but I will probably change that out for an add-a-leaf at some point. But anyway, and I've also upgraded the brakes. As you can see, they're red, and I like red brakes. They're drilled and slotted. So those are really nice units. They're made by PowerStop, which is an American company. I have them on both of my vehicles, and I love them. So if you're looking for brakes, look up PowerStop. So that's what I've done as far as this. Oh, and I did upgrade the sway bar links too, because when I bought the truck, it did not have sway bar links. The sway bar was just kind of flapping around, and there was nothing attaching it to both sides of the vehicle. And that was a problem. We got new sway bar links put in. Now, if you're going to do all this, I would advise you have a buddy that has done it before. That makes it a lot easier. My good buddy came out and helped me, and I couldn't have done it without him. So shout out to JJ if you're watching this. I really appreciated your help, bud. And that made it so much easier as far as getting all this stuff swapped out. And there was a lot of cutting I had to do because it was rust welded in a couple spots. So anyway, that's the modifications that I've done on the truck so far. Now finishing up here, the last thing I kind of wanted to talk about is what my plans are for this truck in the future. Obviously, I'm going to keep it because it's been a fantastic vehicle. I've actually had it up on the Silver Lake Dunes up in Michigan, and it was a blast. But there were a few areas where the truck was lacking, and so that's kind of what the next round of modifications is going to address. First off, it looks a little naked right now. There's really not anything that tips it off other than the red brake calipers that something is done on the truck. So my pinstriper buddy who helped me do the front suspension, he's going to put custom stripes on the truck. Or maybe not stripes, we kind of are still in talks, so that's going to be a surprise for a future post or video. So we're going to do that. I'm going to swap out and put KC daylighters on the front, so we'll have 2 little fog lights up top, and then I'm going to put a sport bar on the back with KC daylighters, and then I'm going to do a full custom exhaust all the way, including the headers, all the way back. And the main reason I'm doing the exhaust is because the headers leak like a son of a gun. I mean, they are cracked, and it does not sound good once you get past $4,000. I mean, it's just, it's so raspy, it's awful. So we're gonna do that, and the final thing that will really help me when I go up on the dunes or do any kind of off-roading is wheels and tires. So I'm wanting to swap out the wheels for an American Racing 39. They're kind of like a swirly type wheel. If you guys actually know someone that has a set they're wanting to get rid of, let me know. I need a 16-inch rim and it has to be a 6-lug. So please let me know because I've been looking ever since I bought the truck. So if you find a set, please let me know. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm also going to upgrade the tires. Right now I'm running Michelin Defender LTXs. They're fantastic for the road, but off-road, yeah, they leave a lot to be desired. So I was looking at the KO2s from BFG. I was also looking at Goodyear Wranglers, and then the other tire I was looking at was like the Cooper ATXs. So if you guys have any suggestions as far as tires go, like that would be, you know, really good off-road, but also offer, you know, a good on-road ride and that are, you know, not terribly noisy, let me know because I'd be really curious in that. So yeah, that's kind of what the plans are for the truck as of now. We'll just kind of see how it progresses from there. I've got a couple other little modifications that I'm going to do to the truck, including upgrading the headlights and probably going to all LED on the truck just to kind of you know, help with the light output and performance on it, as well as lowering my voltage on a couple things. So anyway, that's kind of an overview on my 2002 Tundra, kind of what I have planned for it, a little bit of the history about the truck, and where it's going to take me. So there will be a new Saturn video out soon. I have a milestone I'm about to hit in the Saturn. So once I hit that milestone, there's going to be a video about it. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And you know, if you like the video, give it a like, please. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe, because that should hopefully motivate me to make more videos. I'm sorry for not making one sooner. So anyway, my name is CJ. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a splendid day.